Welcome back, y'all. Now, Candace built her audience off controversy, but this next one, he built a following off community hopes and turned it into a personal piggy bank. Today, I'm reacting to a new clip where Umar claims his bank account is frozen. And I got questions, serious questions, because at this point, it looks less like a school and more like a one-man hustle. Let's start with the clip.
Of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. Supporters, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifatunde and myself.
Okay, so your bank account is frozen and your first instinct is to tell your followers to donate even more. If your bank account's frozen, why not just ask your followers for a temporary loan with a promise to pay back when things are resolved? That's way more respectable than begging for blind donations with no accountability, or tap into one of the many speaking gigs you do around the world, or get a job. He is so lame, for at his big age, he's coming online to cry and beg for money instead of considering going out there and finding work. And he's supposed to be a role model? I'm confused.
If Siobhan Stone, Throat Goat, or Pastor Bussy tries to access my personal account or the school's account, because that is a federal crime. So we have a watch on my account and the school's account to see if Pastor Bussy or Throat Goat Siobhan is going to try to compromise my accounts, because that is a Fed charge. If they mess with the school's account, that is a Fed charge. If she gives information about the school account to anybody else, that is a Fed charge. We know Pastor Bussy called the gas and electric company and impersonated himself as Dr. Umar. A couple years ago, Pastor Bussy called the gas and electric company, and I know because I heard the audio. They taped him. They taped him. We have him on recording of falsifying himself, impersonating Dr. Umar to try to get information on the account and to try to sabotage the account.
Because, let's be honest, if the business account is tied to the personal account and both gets frozen, then that's a red flag, because the entire school can be shut down based on personal relations. It tells me the whole operation is sitting on unstable, shady financial ground. Nobody smart with money is investing their money into that feeble foundation.
June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved.
This man always got something to say. He speaks with such conviction, like the community is obligated to support him. But who is Umar Johnson really?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade, a.k.a. Nana Payena, a.k.a. Dr. Jermaine Shoemake, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, King Kong Consciousness, RB Jesus, Intercontinental Ifatunde.
Does he have a board of directors? Has he published a development plan? Are there any legitimate contractors, financial officers, or even a curriculum on record? All we get are rants, live streams, and
the first time in my life is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifatunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account.
show me the painters, interview the people, walk us through the plans, because otherwise it's just another GoFundMe grift. If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below. Would you send your child to a school like FDMG? Let's keep this convo going. Now back to it. One man raised $1 million and still there's no team, no strategy, just him screaming. And let's talk about those repeated phrases.
I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they could be arrested for federal offense.
Now, I'm no psychologist, but when a grown man repeats himself over and over like a broken record, that's not just branding, that's giving something upstairs ain't right. It feels like a man trying to convince himself of the lies. It's either gimmick or delusion. Either way, I don't trust it with kids nor money. This man claims to uplift black women, calls them queens and praises the diaspora. But then he turns around and disrespects women with the most disgusting language.
Siobhan Stone 3 times, a.k.a. Lene Stacks. Siobhan Stone, Lene Stacks, throat goat, hood rat, jump off, fishy coochie, the queen of fishy coochie. I believe she may have taken information regarding the bank account of FDMG and my personal.
And let's talk about how he responded to a woman who challenged him. Out of his own mouth, he said her vagina stinks, called her Madea, and labeled her a throat goat. That wasn't a slip, that was a choice, a deliberate one. You can call yourself Dr. Umar all you want, but when that's your instinctive reaction, that tells me more about your character than any degree ever could. And if she's Madea, like he claims, then he must be the broke bootleg Tyler Perry, allegedly the heterosexual version, loud, theatrical, and full of drama. You call that school leadership? That's not empowerment, that's perversion. I wouldn't trust that man to run a daycare, much less an academy. Now let me be fair. I don't condone the woman airing her bedroom business online either. Where's the shame? If you have a special needs child and thought Umar could be a positive influence, how does that end with you in his bed?
I left him alone. I got with a man that is known. He's more successful. And we good.
And now she's bragging about being with an upgraded man she's messing with. Baby, the keyword is messing. The whole situation sounds like another mess waiting to happen. Sometimes it's better to log off and regroup. And to those wondering why black celebrities won't donate, simple. They don't trust just anybody with their money. Imagine this. A random man tells you he's opening a school, says he's a doctor, no plan, no strategy, no transparency. Would you give him your check? I thought so. Umar had a chance to build something real, but instead he built a cult of personality and a donation pipeline. No proof the bank account is frozen, no business model, no safety measures. He claimed the school was vandalized while he was abroad. If that's true, that means it's not safe for children. In a country where school shootings are common, this man thinks he can guarantee safety with no security plan? He needs to stop. Either get help, get a team, or get out the way. So let me wrap this up. Umar Johnson might speak some truth, but like Candace Owens, he uses the truth as bait to grow a platform. That doesn't mean he has a mission. That doesn't mean he has a vision. And it sure don't mean he should be trusted with our kids. Let me know in the comments, is Umar Johnson a visionary or a conman? Would you donate or send your child to FDMG? What does accountability look like in our community? Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real talk. Until next time, keep thinking critically and protect your pockets.